Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1998 Arizona Diamondbacks Revisionist History. Today's matchup is between the Colorado Rockies and the Arizona Diamondbacks at Bank One Ballpark. On the mound for the Rockies today is Kenshin Kawakami, whose record is 9-3 with a 3.97 ERA. And pitching for the D-backs is Pete Schourek, whose record is 6-5 with a 3.86 ERA. Okay, we have now won 5 of the last 6 games, all occurring after that 17-run debacle to the Rangers. We've played pretty well in all facets. We made a couple of errors yesterday, and once again, our bullpen almost cost us the victory. We were up 4-1 going into the top of the 9th inning, and Nelson Cruz, our closer, our temporary closer, came in, gave up a 2-run home run, and made it look interesting, but we were pretty much in control for the whole game. Another really stellar performance from Brian Anderson. I'm not really sure what his deal is, but man, he is pitching so well, despite having very low ratings. And we've got 2 more games left in this series. Before we start the final series against the Brew Crew, Felix Rodriguez, who got sent to the minors for a break, he is our closer. He'll be back on the 28th for the first game of the Brewers series, and I feel like we just put him right back in the closer's role. He does lead the team with 7 saves, so I feel like that's the best thing we can do in that situation. And our lineup is our lineup. We have no other roster moves that I can think of until we have to start determining whether or not we need to trade players. So we have everything on hold for right now, and we're going with what we have. We have a 5-man rotation that, at least in the moment, is pitching pretty well. So if things go south in the next 2 weeks, then I think maybe we trade Mike Hampton and Andy Pettit, perhaps, and just wash our hands of those expiring contracts, in which we'll have to make a decision whether we give them an extension or let them go or trade them. So, okay, so at the end of the month, we will have the end of the month summary video where we take a look at the standings, the league leaders, and we'll talk even more in depth about the trading deadline, which at that point will be a month away. As all of you know, we have a giveaway going on, and we have another duck entered. A newcomer, Brandon P. So we now have 13 ducks. If we can somehow manage to get 2 more ducks, this is game 75. So by game 79, if we can somehow get 2 more ducks, whether it's a new person coming in and entering this giveaway, or with someone else getting a second duck, like Lying Dog did in Mark M., which is a $5 donation, by clicking the thanks button down below, I'll give you a second duck. We'll add a 5th place prize for the giveaway, which I showed you yesterday, is a 2020 Absolute Blue Spectrum Aaron Judge card. Pretty sweet looking card, you may remember. Here are the 13 contestants so far. This may be the most ducks that we've ever had in any race. We've got Freddie C at the bottom, and then going up, we have John N. and Michael B. Those are all automatic entries. They've donated $10 to the channel, and they will always be entered into every giveaway from now to the end of time. They never have to remind me to do that. Christopher S., Jeremy D., Thomas D., Lying Dogs number 1 duck, James K., Mark M's number 1 duck, and then we have Lying Dogs number 2 duck, John B., Mark M's number 2 duck, and then Brandon P. That we just mentioned. So those are our 13 contestants so far, going for 4 prizes, maybe 5. If we could just get 2 more ducks somehow or another, we'll add that Aaron Judge card. I mean, he's got the hottest cards right now in the hobby. So, that's the card you really would like. If by some miracle we get up to 20 ducks, I'll add a 1975 Brooks Robinson card. That's in pretty damn good condition. I have that in my collection here. I don't think we'll get that far. But let's just get to 15 ducks, and then we'll consider 20 ducks, right? Okay, we got Pete Schourek on the mound. He's been really good for us. His ERA under 4. Everybody in the bullpen is good to go. Take a look at our lineup today. We do have some backups in there against Kawakami, who's a right-hander. Damian Miller will give Pudge the day off. And I think we got to keep playing Hanley FRIAS. Not hitting well, although he had a big bunt for a hit in yesterday's ball game. But his defense is so much better than Jay Bell. We have turned 5 double plays in the last 2 games, and we had gone such a long time without any double plays. Let's go ahead and do the lineup rundown for the Colorado Rockies. Batting leadoff. At third base is Dan CHOLOWSKY. Batting second. In center field is Darryl Hamilton. Batting third in right field is Dante BICHETTE. Batting cleanup at first base is Todd HELTON. Batting fifth in left field is Mario ENCARNACION. Batting sixth at shortstop is Neifi PEREZ. Batting seventh at second base is Mike LANSING. Batting eighth and catching is Kirt MANWARING. And batting ninth is the pitcher Kawakami. Okay, we'll take a look here at Pete Schourek. Making his 15th start. He's the only other pitcher on our in our rotation other than Andy Bennett to make every start this year. 6-5 with a 3.86 ERA, 68 strikeouts in 72 and a third innings. That's pretty good, impressive. Opponents are batting .293 against him. That's not so impressive. Fastball topping out at 89 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage at 41.3%. The only good pitch he has is the fastball rated at 86. Overall rated league average at 80. The 29-year-old lefty's a free agent after the 2002 season. Look at his log. He went 5 innings. He gave up no runs, 3 hits, and a walk, striking out 4 against Texas. A pretty good performance. In fact, he's given up 5 runs in his last 3 starts and 1 relief appearance. So he's been pretty damn solid and continues to be an unsung hero on a team that's below 500. Okay, let's look at our defense. All the regular guys. As I mentioned, we have FRIAS at short. And behind home plate today is Miller, also a very good defensive catcher. So can't hit a lick, but he will throw somebody out. CHOLOWSKY, Dan CHOLOWSKY will lead it off. Batting 200. And a base. Oh, a line drive right at Walker for out number 1. It is amazing that we held the Rockies to 7 hits in yesterday's ball game. As Schourek strikes out Hamilton. Dante Bichette had the day off yesterday, but he absolutely crushed his lefties. He might have been a difference maker if he'd been in the game versus Anderson yesterday. 2-2 count to Bichette. And he golfs that curveball into right center field for a base hit. Keeping that average up. Runner on first. Todd HELTON, another 300 hitter. And Schourek walks him. Come on. There's the poo-poo platter with the strikeout walk combo. Yesterday's game had more lefties than I think they probably should have had in that lineup. And then Encarnacion walks. So we got the first 2 outs easily, and then everything is kind of falling apart here. For PEREZ, who does lead the National League in batting average at .384. 0-2, and he strikes him out. Digs himself out of that hole, walking 2 batters and giving up a hit. Bottom of the first. Let's take a look at the lineup. For the D-backs, batting leadoff today. In left field is Bernard GILKEY. Batting second at first base is Erubiel DURAZO. Batting third in right field is Bobby Higginson. Batting cleanup at third base is Matt Williams. Batting fifth in center field is Rob Ryan. Batting sixth and catching is Damian Miller. Batting 7th at second base is Todd Walker. Batting 8th at shortstop is Hanley, FRIAS, and the pitcher spot, Schourek, in the batting ninth there. Okay, Kenshin Kawakami is a rookie in our sim. I guess he would have been in the Japan League, probably in real life. This is actually a Japanese baseball. No, I guess it's not. So he was with Atlanta. You know what? I just cannot remember his transactions right now. There's something about him being on Colorado, but not actually playing for them. I don't recall what that is now. Nonetheless, he's 9-3 with a 3.97 ERA. Oh, wait, was he traded in spring training? That's what it was. He was traded to Colorado from Atlanta with Jason Marquis for Ellis Burks. That makes all the sense in the world. Okay, so he's 9-3 with a 3.97 ERA, 59 strikeouts only in 102 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .271 against him. He's got a couple complete games and a shutty. Fastball topping out at 91 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 50-50. He does not have a single pitch that's league average. The splitter is a 79. The curve is a 78. So pretty close. Overall rated a 78. The 23-year-old rookie is arbitration eligible at the end of the 2000 season. Look at his log. Hey, this guy has won 6 of his last 7 starts. And really, 8 of his last 9 decisions. Against Oakland in his previous start, he went 6 2/3 with giving up 2 runs on 5 hits, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. So he's been pretty damn good for the Rockies. How has he done at home? Let's take a look at his log one more time. Gave up 3 runs to Chicago. Gave up 4 runs to the lowly Reds. He's pitched a lot of games recently on the road. Okay. And he's on the road today. Take a look at the defense for the Rockies. Got Bichette out there in right after missing yesterday's ball game. Everybody else, I believe, is the same, however. And behind home plate is MANWARING. He's got an 82 rated arm. We probably won't run today. Okay, Bernard Gilkey will lead it off. There's a hard hit ground ball to second. Lansing making the play. 1-0. Erubiel DURAZO fly ball to center. Now his average is down to 290. I think much like we do with catchers, we need to work Travis Lee into every series. 2 quick outs, and Bobby will line it to the left. Did that fall in? It did fall in for a hit. Good job by Higgy. Still batting .328. Matt Williams will let him swing away. This feels like a strikeout. Yep, 1-2. Oh, that was wrong. A liner over the head of the center fielder. It will be caught, though. Top of the second. Mike Lansing will lead it off. Low and inside, and Schourek gets Lansing to pop it up to first. Has DURAZO made an error yet? I guess he has made 1 error. Despite not being very good defensively, he's made 2 errors. But he's got a positive range in WAR. So he's been better than his rating. Oh. 1 out. Here's MANWARING. 1-0. Ground ball almost gets past Walker. 2 quick outs, and Kawakami. Full count. Ground ball to DURAZO. There we go. 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the second. Rob Ryan will lead it off. He's still batting .297 versus righties. Definitely not on the same slugging pace that he was on when he first started getting regular everyday duties. Damian Miller can't buy a hit. And Todd Walker went 4 for 4 yesterday. He was the player of the game. And a base hit to left. That's 5 hits in a row. Good job by Walker. FRIAS will let him swing away. And he's going to flip it to left for a base hit. Will Walker go to third? No. All right, Pete Schourek. You see that one in the home run column. Walk-off home run by Pete Schourek. One of the crazier things we've ever seen. A pitcher who got the win and had the walk-off home run. 1-1. Fly ball to right. We put it in play. Top of the third. Dan CHOLOWSKY. I think that's got to be how you say it. That's a gapper. All the way to the wall. For a double. Leadoff double. That is his second extra base hit of the season. And in scoring position for Darryl Hamilton. For a pitcher who gives up a lot of hits, that's only the second one. Ground ball to first. CHOLOWSKY will go to third. I mean, I'm going to pull third base in, but I feel like pulling the infield in is just a mistake. If it's hit to third, maybe CHOLOWSKY doesn't go. Otherwise, this will be a sac fly or just a base hit. 1-1. Yeah. So it's 1-0. There was no way that wasn't going to happen. That's fine. But that we can't really afford to give up too many more runs. Lefty on lefty and another hit to center. So he's given up 3 hits and 2 walks. This is a great hitting team, so we have to give him a little bit extra rope. Bottom of the third. Here's Silky Gilkey. 0-2. Ground ball cut off by Lansing. 1 out. DURAZO fly ball to center. We need a home run here. Come on, Bobby. Rush it. Full count. Ball 4. Do we try to run? Let's see. What is the percentage? Oh, that's right. We removed those. I'm going to give him the green light. I don't want to take the bat out of Matt Williams' hands, but getting him into scoring position would be nice. Let's see. Right on the middle. And he does steal second base. That was like a delayed steal. That is his 10th stolen base. He's 10 for 11, tied for the team lead with Gilkey in stolen bases. And maybe Matt Williams could come through. It's an 0-1 count, though. 3-1. Oh, they're intentionally walking him in the third inning to get to Rob Ryan. No protection for Matt Williams. All right, let's make him pay here, Rob. 0-1. Infield single. That's a cheap shot, but no runs will score. Everybody moves up. And now it's Damian Miller. Damian Miller, he was the starting catcher on opening day before we traded for Pudge. 1-0. Line drive. Catchable. Damn it. This doesn't feel like it's going to be our day. Schourek will face PEREZ, who's 0 for 3 against Pete. 0-2. Ground ball to DURAZO. Yeah, it had to happen. I brought it up. That was the third play to DURAZO today, and it was going to happen. So this is where things fall apart, unfortunately. I guess we just have to take our lumps. Ground ball to second. We do have the double play team up the middle. No, we get to force at second. Again, that is something that doesn't happen very often. They usually are just go to first for the guarantee out. Pitcher spots up next after MANWARING. Go after him. Liner to left. Oh, that falls in. All right. Well, there's nothing more we can really do about that. Corner's in. Will Kawakami bunt? I'm assuming he will. Yep. Good bunt to first. Oh, that's right. Remember when DURAZO made his only errors in the same game? That's what happened. So that's only his first error in, separate from the double error game that he had. Will CHOLOWSKY break the game open? Yep, that's the ball game. Okay, we can wrap it up. These are unearned, so I'm not really all that worried about it. Nothing we can do. Okay, I've had enough of that crap. We'll bring in Guzman. I was hoping we could get through the inning. So we're going to give Geraldo Guzman another opportunity here, and we may give him 3 or 4 innings, regardless of how good or bad he is. We need to find out. He's at 25 years old, and this is his only year of baseball, right? He was in Single A. He pitched great. We brought him up to Triple A. He pitched fantastic, and he's been a little bit of a disappointment so far. So we'll let him come in and see what he's capable of. All right, 4-0. That's the ball game. Kawakami's going to get his 10th win. That's pretty impressive. And that was all with 2 outs. Right? The error happened with 2 outs. Yeah, they're gonna just absolutely crush us here right now. Another ground ball to DURAZO. Bottom of the 5th. I don't think we can play him anymore, DURAZO. This is how we're going to get on the board. This means absolutely nothing. They're just giving us a run, and it'll be unearned, so it doesn't really matter. I know this looks pretty. Come on, game. It's so stupid now. An error on Encarnacion. So 2 outfield errors in this inning. That's awesome. All right. We'll go on contact. This means nothing at all. Well, that's pretty good. Take another hit. Of course, Williams will hold. Miller. Be nice if he had a big juicy home run right here. Button. Come on. Full count. Oh, floater out to right. It's going to want us to go to third. Nope. Todd Walker. He's 1 for 2. That'll be the final score right there, 4-2. All right, Guzman 1 1/3. CHOLOWSKY with that leadoff double. That was the end of it. Gets another hit. I don't know how you could be named CHOLOWSKY and be in baseball. That sounds like somebody who's playing cornhole on ESPN or some shit. FRIAS. If FRIAS had got on, I might have considered pinch hitting, but it doesn't matter. We need to stretch out Guzman a little bit. This will be his last inning, likely. Mario. It's a me, a Mario. And Mike Lansing. DURAZO, God, absolutely horrible. Bobby keeps coming through. He's 3 for 3 with a walk today. And a stolen base. He really could use a big home run. Yeah, double play instead. All right. Good job by Guzman today. We'll take him out. We got Cholo and Boro and Soto. Bring in CHOLOWSKY. Back up. Oh, no, wait. Jeff Reed is not the everyday catcher. Oh, because we had lefties. He'd play against the righty. So they're platooning. I get it. And Cholo. Another fucking hit. I mean, come on. 11 hits for the Rockies. We should not be surprised, I guess. All right, bottom of the 8th. Craig House. Roadhouse. Wow, he's pretty good. All these rookies are just somehow getting into the bullpens when you have perfectly good arms and big names that are in AAA. I mean, I think it's the Bomber lineup that just absolutely fucked us today. Well, Walker does have a hit, and FRIAS has a hit. I don't even remember FRIAS. Oh, FRIAS, did he have an infield single? I can't remember now. CHOLOWSKY will wrap it up. Nope, base hit. It will never end. And Lansing. First name Altek. All right. No. No. FRIAS. Nope. We'll let J-Bell pinch hit. In theory, a better hitter, but really not really. Wow. Couldn't even get it past House. Chile. And a base hit for Lee. GILKEY being pinch hit for by Karimi. Oh, it's Karimi Garcia. 1-2. Nope. And that'll end the ball game. Rockies win 7-2. Let's see if there's any trades. No trades. Wow. It went right to the box score. Take a look at the standings. There's the American League if you need it. I mean, nobody really has it in hand. It is amazing that Cleveland and Kansas City have the most wins of any team in this sim league. I mean, Kansas City. Take a look at the National League. Atlanta and Montreal are tied. Atlanta had to trade away Tom Glavine and a couple other major pitchers to get their payroll in line after trading for all kinds of crazy people, right? They got Barry Larkin. They got Brett Boone. They got Fabregas from us. And then pitching. They got, wait, did they just get Jack McDowell? Was that a trade that just now happened? Whoa, I think I just stumbled into a deal that just went down. Oh, so Anaheim is getting rid of some contracts. $1.5 million doesn't much help, though. Let's see who else was included in that deal. Holy smokes, we just stumbled into a trade by accident. Headline news. Let's see if it made the news. Brainiac baseball. Brewers beat the Reds to extend the lead. Cal Eldred. 3 home runs for Delgado. He got it 3 times. CHOLOWSKY can go F himself. All right. Transactions. Oh, man. What is going on here? Yeah, there are some big deals. Oh, Atlanta's just coughing up some cash money homes. So Blackjack goes to Atlanta. We just saw that. It's so crazy that we stumbled upon that. I mean, he wasn't really all that great. Why would they make all those deals and then not stick to their guns? Also, in return, Anaheim gets J.C. Boskin, a Boskin Raider. And then we've got some big money going. All right, let's take a look at the second trade, and then we'll look at the cash in the finances. I'm curious. Maybe you are. White Sox are getting rid of Ray Durham, a very good, reliable player in this era, batting .312. So he's going to the Royals, an inter-division trade. That seems unlikely. But it happened. And in return, the Sox get Justin Huseman, a single-A pitcher, and Chris Wilson, middle-of-the-road, middle reliever. Okay, nothing exciting there. Cliff Floyd signs a 5-year extension with the Marlins. Interesting. I got to go in and change that. Bob Malaki's going to miss 5 weeks for the Astros, a ruptured knee. Alberto Reyes of the Brew Crew is done for a long time, having a solid year in relief. Chris Tremie, never heard of him, fractured his wrist. He's out for a month. He was in the minor leagues anyway. Okay, let's take a look at the finances. Atlanta just sent $3 million in cash money. They've lost money. They've lost money this year. Let's take a look at the American League. So now Anaheim currently has $9.38 million. They got rid of a $1.5 million contract. And we're giving $3 million back. They're projected to lose $10 million. And we're at the halfway point. So they will finish in the black, which is good, right? So that probably saved them from being close to being even with cash, just using my very basic math skills. Okay, well, that's all interesting. Well, they're going to lose $10 million, though. They're $18 million over their budget. They might be trading away more players. We should get in on that. Let's look at their roster and see who are they willing to try to get rid of. We really can't take on any contracts, but let's see if they got who they're trying to schlub away. I mean, they got depth into Double-A. Cecil Fielder, Troy Gloss, Erstad, Dave Hollins was a decent third baseman. Eckstein. He might have been not up yet, though. And Benji Molina. I mean, let's see who they got. So you'll know, but if you click on it, you look over here, and it tells you what they're thinking. They're not going to trade Alomar. That's fine. They're not going to trade Grace, who they just got in a deal. They won't trade Tony Gwynn. I'd take a 38-year-old Tony Gwynn. They won't trade Green. They won't trade Phil Nevin. They won't trade Jimmy Edmonds or Anderson or Faust. Troy Neal they might trade. Nobody wants him. Charlie O'Brien they might trade. These are nobody we care about. Jeff Devannon, outfielder. Good fourth outfielder possibilities. Tom Nevers. They won't trade Tim Salmon. Damon we're into AAA here. Kruder, Palmeiro, Randy Velarde they might trade. They won't trade Wade Boggs. Might trade Reggie Williams. Jeffries, they won't trade. Wait, let's say won't trade? Yeah. Darren Erstad, they might trade. Okay, first baseman. Good hitter. We don't need a first baseman, though. Dave Hollins, they won't trade him. Cecil Fielder, they won't trade. I mean, they might trade Troy Gloss. All right, well, that's all we need to know. Oh, we'll look at their pitchers. So who is in the rotation now? So they got Chuck Finley, won't trade. Kenny Hill, won't trade. Omar Oliveras, they might trade him. Jason Dixon, they might trade. Alan Watson moves into the rotation. He was in the bullpen. Youch, that is a bad move. They might trade Troy Percival for only $1.12 million, and he's going to arbitration. Let's put a pin on that guy. We need a closer, and that's reasonable. Brendan Donnelly. Well, we'd have to. That would be a trade and sign kind of situation. Brendan Donnelly is on the block. Oh, he sucks. He is sucking. On the block for Peralta. Rich DeLucia they won't trade him. That's weird. And Hasagawa, they might trade. Okay. Trevor Wilson might trade. All right. I guess out of all of that, I mean, I would definitely be interested in Percival. And they really aren't. You have to go into the depths, like down to Troy Gloss. But we already have a third baseman coming up, don't we? I mean, we're not going to have Matt Williams forever. Can't remember. Don't we have a third baseman or no? No, maybe we don't have a backup third baseman. Am I wrong? Oh, no, it was Batista. That would have been our backup. That was the backup third baseman. We could actually use Troy Gloss. That's interesting. Okay. All right, let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe to the channel if you stuck around. We need 2 more ducks. Take out $5. Send it through the thanks button. And or if you're just somebody who's waiting for the right time, this is the time. Get in on the giveaway. Pete Schourek will take the loss. He gave up 1 earned run in 3 2/3. Not his day. Defense did not help him out. And he walked 3 batters. He just was not having it today. Guzman at least looked better. He struck out 4 in 3 1/3. And Clint Sadowski, he actually did not pitch bad, but he gave up that 2-run home run to HELTON. And that was the end of that. Kawakami would not be denied. Craig House gets his first save. All right. That's it. We're going to come back tomorrow, play game 3 of the series. Until then, everyone, have a great day.